As mentioned before, the data will be auto-processed every day after 10:30 a.m. To view and edit the transactions of employees, go to Transaction. Under this section, you will be able to select to update by department or by individual. These are basically the filter functions to view and edit the transactions by department or by individual. Now I will explain about the transaction page. The value shown here is the original clocking from the machine. The value over here is the first in and last out timing based on the original clocking from the machine. This is the default shift that you have assigned to your staff in the master file. Normal is calculated based on the lateness or under time. If the worker is late or work under time, the calculations will appear under this section. If the worker is absent or on leave, you can select the leave type under the Remarks section. Total OT hours will appear in the transaction under the OT rate that you provide. You can type in your comment in the field as shown here. You can also use the filter function over here to filter the transaction page that you wish to see. For example, if you wish to view the days which the worker comes to work at 8 a.m., select time in under filter, select equal sign, and key in 800 in the value, click enter when you are done. You can generate TMS monthly report by clicking the report button. You can also export the transaction to Excel file by clicking on this button. There are a few situations where you would need to modify their transactions. For example, if your employee forgot to clock out after work, the system will show FOR at the remark, meaning to say the mentioned staff has forgotten to clock out after work. To manually edit the out timing, click on that particular date in the transaction page. You will get a recalculate page to do the amendments. Key in the timing over here. After that, select blank under the remarks, key in your comment in the comment section. When you are done, click recalculate and save. The NRM will show 8 hours when you have changed the timeout. Next, you can also manually edit the OT hours in the transaction page. The OT hours will be calculated based on the employee's clocking timings. For example, if the employee comes and clock in early but did not start work at that timing, the OT hours will be calculated as well. In this case, you can manually edit the OT to prevent any misunderstanding when you are generating reports for payroll. For example, based on the calculations, the staff will get 1 hour OT based on his clocking timings, but he actually start work 30 minutes after he comes to work. So he should be getting 0.5 OT only. To edit the OT, click on the particular date and manually key in the OT that you wish to give to that employee, for example, 0.5 hour, and click Save Only. Do not click Recalculate and Save as it will overwrite the data that you had just key in manually, and calculate the OT based on the default settings again. Another example is that if the staff took annual leave, medical leave, or unpaid leave, their transaction will show ABS, meaning to say that they are absent from work. You will need to manually update the leave type that your employee took under the Remarks section. To change the remark ABS, click on that particular date. At the Remarks section, select the leave type, reason, for example, annual leave, key in your comment over here, and click Recalculate and Save. When you are done, the normal working hours will show 8 hours. Now that you are done with the transactions, you are ready to view and generate reports. I will also show you how to use the utility function.